All right, boys and girls, children of all ages. Seattle pandemic shutdown. Ooh, Mount Rainier. Day 25, I guess. It's Friday. And there's a little more traffic than yesterday. Guess it stands to reason. What's going down? Well, what's going down with my little project of trying to provide sanitation bottles to people, alcohol bottles. Found some kind of body wash, little like kind of travel bottles. I'm just gonna dump that stuff out, convert them over to alcohol bottles. But yeah, the sanitizer liquidators thing moves on. Still trying to get people to adopt this so that they start doing it in the hot spots like New York City, for example. People need to start doing this, spraying down high-touch surfaces and whatnot. But anyways, might go take a little look around on my way home tonight and maybe go to Ballard to see the ruination there. Whoa, buddy. I mean, it's pandemic, I do what I want. Anyways, what is this PPP thing? The Payroll Protection Program is bankrupt and Democrats are refusing to vote on funding. The House Democrats, I guess, unless they get their stupid, like, basically Green New Deal nonsense bill that has, like, all kinds of wacky stuff about, you know, guarantees of solar panels and whatnot. Seems irresponsible. Not a great time to be a partisan when the federal subsidy that's supposed to keep all these small businesses open is on the line. It makes you look pretty crappy. While at the same time, if I listen to my ANCAP brothers and sisters, this whole thing is an abortion. You know, taking our tax money from us to then decide where it goes, giving us, you know, I don't want to be a dick about getting my Trumpbux. It's great. I will try to put it to good use, but it's not 12, you know, a grand. It'll help some people for sure, but like the thing is like you could give everybody like $5,000. It's not actually a solution to all of our problems if the only place you can spend your money is on Amazon and HelloFresh deliveries, you know? That's not getting our supply chains back up and running. That's not putting people back to work. It's just giving people funny money. And who was it? Mnuchin is Treasury Secretary, and he said that the Trumpbux payments, like $1,000 or $1,200 or whatever, should be able to get people through 10 weeks. The average American 10 weeks with $1,000. Like, what? Like, you're well, Marie Antoinette there, man. Like, I don't think you fully appreciate the amount of debt people have, the expenses people have. I don't know about how this is going to impact mortgages and all that other stuff. That's the thing. There's just so many layers to this thing, and it's just like you keep finding new vulnerabilities like every day. But yeah, these partisan Democrats, you know, I get it. You're still trying to like play the game, but like, could we get the funding for all the small businesses so that people don't literally commit suicide because not just their dream died, their dream of running their small business is gone, maybe permanently, but also the income, you know? And this is not just, you know, the people who run the bodegas. There's people with all kinds of side hustles and all kinds of stuff. My little Redbubble store, my web store, I don't know if people can still order from them. Are they still working? I don't know. I'm not getting any revenue lately from it, but that could be for a variety of reasons. Car shops and all the other sort of, you know, manufacturing, like the multiplier industries, you know. Boeing is set to go back to work this week, but productivity is going to be impacted because they are, you know, they're going to be they're going to require PPE. They're going to require social distancing at work, and I don't necessarily know how you do social distancing on an assembly line. Maybe it's big enough because they're planes, but you still end up close to people. I don't know. Glaring at me for, dude. What's your problem? I know, you wanted to come over in this lane. Sorry, I'm here. Anyways, we roll on into the weekend. Things are weird, man, and they're getting weirder. But they're gonna get even weirder before they get more normal, though. I mean, again, try to keep an eye on the food supply. Food vulnerability should give everybody the little taste of the willies, you know? Like that's the bad stuff. We can't have that. Now, we've got obviously a lot in the tank, you know what I mean? I think that America eats a lot of food. We eat a lot, that's why we're fat. So that means we've supplied a lot because we're fat, which means that the warehouses and everything will have a backlog of foodstuffs. I just want to say foodstuffs. But there's all the other things that need to be made. Your cleaning chemicals, soaps, your bath tissues, you know, paper products. What about all the other manufacturing and everything? Nuts and bolts and tools and, you know, machinery, you know, Caterpillar, you know, bulldozers and such. When are they getting back to work, right? Are they getting back to work now? Are they like Boeing? Because once you start losing those sort of infrastructure pieces of industry, you know, your foundries, your plastic factories, start losing those things, and then it starts to trickle out into all the other industries. Prices for all goods start to go up, and then eventually, if people can't afford the goods they need, such as, you know, your toilet papers and your cleaning chemicals, masks, etc. If you can't get those things legitimately, then people will start to take them illegitimately. And this includes things like, you know, gas. Right now, I gassed up at Costco. They're still pumping gas. That means they're still getting their deliveries. How long does that continue, though? Is that going to continue? You know, is that being impacted? At what point will that drop off? At what point will gas prices start spiking? Not due to the fact that we're not pumping oil and we're not maybe even refining it, but we're just not necessarily transporting it. Are the refineries still working? I don't understand how we can still have stuff on the shelf. I'm not seeing crazy price gouging, but blam, you know, there it is. It's right there. The actual complete unraveling of industrial society is right there in front of us if we don't get back to work. Man, did I freak you out? All right. Rant over for the day. Remember, I go out so you don't have to.